today we are here with Qutub Mandviwala from Mandviwala Qutub and Associates, and we are meeting him at World Architects Festival happening at Singapore. Sir, good to see you here. Thank you so much for talking to ACE Update magazine.
Pleasure.
Sir, can you please talk about what are you doing here in this Architects Festival?
So, WAF is a very interesting forum to be in. Not only are you getting a chance to compete here, I am a member of a jury also. So I'm here presenting a couple of projects, one in civic, one in education, and one in a third category. And I am also doing judging today in health and fitness. So it's very interesting. It's a great learning curve here. Gives you a lot of exposure for different projects. And at international level, it's a great competition to be in. And it gives you enough insights on sustainable development, contextual architecture, and how traditional architecture mixed with modernism works very well in today's time. Thank you.
Yeah, talking about sustainable development, sir, I saw about your presentation, what was happening. Can you please talk about that project? What is special about the project?
So that's a very small facility we are doing for a pharmaceutical company. It had a training center, it had a health museum, and it had a little dining facility. And it was how we were working around in creating a small courtyard. So it was a small facility of 800 square meters, but how it was placed, to make it in nice curves, to make it climatically sustainable, because the buildings trying to preserve the trees were being forced to be put east and west, and creating lesser surfaces on the east and west, allowing a lot of light and ventilation, natural light and ventilation through the courtyards, and making it very sustainable in the overall development.
Talking about space consumption or space as a concept, a city like Mumbai is always getting challenged with space availability. How this kind of architecture approach will help developers?
I think it works well. It depends how you take it. Every building, every project you can work around. Looking at the passive environmental planning, you can look at materials which are sustainable, and you can work around the sustainability factor, whether it's a tall building or a small building.
So, space utilization from an architectural perspective, how cost consuming it will be?
No, space has nothing to do with cost. Cost is space planning, whether you put 100 square feet in this way or you put 100 square feet the other way. It is how you design the space and how efficiently you design the space, and how you, which directions are you putting the space in. So space has nothing to do with costing as far as space is something for usage and function. So how functional you can make the spaces, and so that those spaces and volumes go very well with the scale of the people. The volumes are very nice and habitable, and they have. Then you work on the light, ventilation, the directions, and the sustainability part.
Talking about again light, one of the serious aspects for most of the projects. How do you approach lighting?
Lighting is very simple. You work around that in a different way. You see that as much natural light is going in, and the more the natural light going in, the better it is. So you work around that, and the lesser you consume on the power, it is electronic.
And when we are building projects in India, what kind of architecture approach do you advise? Should we follow blindly the Western style of architecture?
I think nowadays no one does that. Everyone is changing things. So it's no more just a Western style. So I think everything is changing. So I think everything is happening for the better.
So your project is one of the projects that is shortlisted by this festival.
Yes.
And by when we are expecting the results of...
Today, the evening it will come. And then we have a couple of projects tomorrow also. So we are hopeful for something.
So I am wishing you best wishes for winning that title. Thank you so much for interacting, sir.